Okay, hey guys, this is Chris, and I am with Luca Maggiora at his restaurant, La Mia Mama, on the Kings Road. That's just one of the things this man does, and I think this is an incredible concept. I've just had an amazing lunch here. As you can tell, there's a Christmas party going on. So Luca, thank you very much for slipping downstairs
Thank you for
a
having me.
conversation for me. And hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So La Mia Mama, you want to describe the concept?
Yeah, practically we didn't want to open just another Italian restaurant. We want to open a specific concept as an Italian restaurant. What people don't know is that Italy is divided into 21 regions.
Right, yeah.
Sardinia is a region, Sicily is a region. People know the city, people know Roma, know Milano, know Napoli, but they don't know they belong to a region called Lombardia or Lazio or Campania. And each specific region of my country, they are famous to have specific food.
Yes.
So we decided that, when they say nobody cook better than your mom,
Right.
we completely agree on this, especially Italian people. So we decided why we don't create a concept.
Right.
And we call the restaurant La Mia Mamma, which is my mom. And we invite different mothers of Italy from different regions coming and cook specifically for the people. It took us quite a little bit of time to develop this concept.
That was the concept
from the start.
Okay.
Quite a bit of time to find a mom,
Yeah, okay.
to be able to move from Italy to London. As we know, London is not a cheap and easy city to live. And here we are. We opened in July this year,
Okay.
6 months ago. It was a success, and it is a success still now. We got a lot of press, a lot of Italian press.
Yeah.
And they love the concept. We started with Sicily, was our first region.
Okay.
And we moved to Napoli and Campania as a second region. And now we are in the center of Italy, Emilia-Romagna.
Okay.
Tagliatelle alla bolognese and
Which
everything
I
that we
just
can
had.
eat. Yes.
I just had, it was delicious. So,
And the concept
Yeah.
is we're gonna invite the mom is gonna cook for the people together with a chef
yeah.
for a couple of months. And then we move to another region. So the idea is to try to do at least 6 or 7 regions every year.
Okay.
And the feedback is great.
Yeah.
We are loving it, we are having so much fun. People are loving it too.
Okay.
And it's been a good ride so far.
Okay. Wow. Well, how do you source the mama? How do you figure out who the woman is going to cook?
It's way more complicated than you can imagine.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Because there's everything in life from saying I'm interested to do it to then I do it. There is an ocean in the middle.
right.
So we get a lot of interest of moms, but Italy is a very family-oriented country. It's a very I'm happy between my own close friends and with my culture and my food. So the moment the mom moved to London is way more complicated than you can imagine to make them stay.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a bit of difficulties at the beginning to find the right ones.
All right. Okay.
We needed to understand what was the age range of moms that were willing to stay in the country.
Sure, yeah.
Right? And don't forget the main thing, we need to find mom that are chef
Yes, sir.
because they're cooking. And they have to cook, especially
How many covers do you have here?
between the two floors, about 75.
Okay. So yeah, you need to have, I guess, some experience.
Some
anyway,
experience.
yeah.
No, we need proper experience. So we noticed that, mom, anything between 45 years old to 60 years old are the women that are more willing to get this job
All right, yeah.
and to take the risk to move from Italy. Usually they have older sons or daughters. And
Because there are a lot of mamine, what's that?
mammine.
Mamine in London, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And but most of the moms that we found, they actually moved especially from Italy to London, especially for this concept.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're looking forward to keep expanding and keep inviting new moms,
Okay.
and hopefully having a different La Mia Mamma all around London. That's our
right, okay.
yeah. That's our goal.
Is that something already in the process?
We are seeing a few venues. No, we are doing very good quality food, very accessible. because the average spending is 25-30 pounds a head,
Okay.
even in Chelsea.
Okay.
So the idea is we want to keep great food and accessible food to then being able to replicate the concept in whichever area we decide to do it.
Yeah.
In London and abroad.
Okay. So right now you've got Emilia Romagna, which people might not know that region, but everybody knows Parma, everybody knows Bologna, Modena. So how long is that? When does that run out?
Well, we just started Emilia Romagna about a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, this
So
is
I guess
middle December.
Middle
This might not
December.
be aired until January. So.
Perfect. So we are in middle of December. It's been we changed the menu, we changed the menu about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So we're running for about a couple of months.
Okay. So
I will say middle of February.
Okay.
Mid-end of February.
And you know what's next?
We're actually deciding as we speak.
All right. Yeah, we got a lot of choices. And
I hope my region, Piemonte, will be the
Yeah,
next.
you're from Piemonte.
Yeah.
So wow. Well, how did you end up in London?
Oh, I moved to London 13 years ago now.
Okay.
Very randomly, I finished my master degree in business in Italy. They invited me to work in a bank for the biggest Italian bank in London. I always been very passionate about hospitality,
Yes.
and I understood the moment I start working in a bank, and it was not really for me a banking job. But I was in the right city. That's what was the most important thing for me.
Okay.
You know, when you find yourself and when you have the feeling that you are in the right place.
Right.
I was 26 years old. I say you are where you're supposed to be. Don't rush.
Yeah.
Don't freak out because it's not the job that you want to do. Open your eyes and find out what you really want to do and what's your vision in life. And I found out that I'm very jealous when people they have passions, right? Since they were very young.
Yeah.
I want to be a model, I want to be a writer, I want to be a journalist, I want to be an astronaut. I never really had a passion, but I found out in my life what I was very good at, which is operations.
Okay.
Everything concern operations, running restaurants or running clubs or bars or running big events. I am extremely efficient in this.
Okay.
So I put what was my best skills, which is planning, attention to details, and execution, into the hospitality business, which is in particular clubs, bars, and restaurants.
Great.
And so far, is touching wood has been a great journey, and I'm looking forward for what the future will hold.
You own a number of properties in London and
I do. We have, together with my partner, we have 3 nightclub brands and 3 nightclubs in London. One is Toy Room. We opened about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Toy Room is now open in 7 cities around the world. We open in Dubai, in Mykonos, in Roma, in New Delhi, in India,
Wow. Okay.
in Athens,
Yeah.
in São Paulo, in Brazil,
Okay.
and in London.
Okay. Wow.
So we have 7 Toy Room locations. Some of them are franchising, some of them are partnership.
Okay.
It's been a great success. We have an amazing teddy bear as a mascot of the club,
Yeah.
and it's the logo of the club. The music we play is hip hop,
Okay.
and we open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night in London. It's been 5 years now running, and it's been a great club, and a great feedback from people coming and having fun with us.
Sure.
Then I own another club in Barclay Street, just next to Noble and in front of Mayfair Hotel.
Okay.
It's called Charlie.
Okay.
We've been open Charlie
Not a
about
bad address.
3 years ago. No bad address. We've been very lucky to have the possibility to operate a venue in that street in London, which is for my business is probably the street to be.
Okay.
And it's been 3 years now. Great concept, great people coming to party with us week in, week out.
All right. Yeah.
And we also there open Tuesday night, Friday and Saturday night. Then I have another club on Wells Street, right off Oxford Street, called Scandal.
Okay. Sure.
It's been now open for about a year and a half. It's my most sentimental venue. I took that venue about almost 10 years ago now.
Okay.
And used to be a club for 8 years called Project.
Yeah.
And then we just decided to change the brand and change the team, and to launch a new concept called Scandal.
Right. Yeah.
We launched it in August last year, and it's been a great success so far.
Fantastic.
So we've been very lucky and very fortunate
Yes.
to have all these people coming.
Sounds like your portfolio is very sort of high-end, luxury, exclusive, VIP. And this is very nice, La Mia Mama, but it's more homey, rustic, and is it a very different? Is it a?
Yeah,
it seems
because
like a
I
very-
don't
a
want
curve,
I
right?
don't want to limitate myself into the 1% of the population who live in London,
Right, yeah.
which is the VIP. London is 8+ million people, and I would like to embrace everybody living in the city,
Okay.
and to try to create something in hospitality that embraces everybody.
Okay.
I've been very lucky to start in a specific business, which was a VIP business, and I have nothing to say about this because it makes me who I am today.
Sure.
However, if I have to think about an expansion and future for my life, I will not be focused only on the VIP sector,
Okay.
but I want to be focused on the mainstream and what everybody can afford, which is which is the beauty of London.
Sure. I agree.
No?
Yeah.
And that's why we open this concept. We open an acai berry. Acai is a
Oh, right. Yes.
acai is a super fruit from the Amazon in Brazil. Everybody I think, is familiar with acai. We open 3 little shops of acai.
Okay.
One on next to Oxford Street.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
One in Kingly Court.
Is that like a little kiosk?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
Yeah. Right.
One in Kingly Court, next to Cannabis Street.
Yeah. Okay.
And now we just opened here in Chelsea on King's Road,
Fantastic.
and we have another one in Ibiza.
Okay. Wow.
And it's very popular.
Yeah.
Acai is very popular for everybody now. We've been very lucky to have very big people, if you want to call it like this, that they love our product.
Okay.
One of our biggest fans is David Beckham and all the Beckham family. So they come into it to our place to take acai from our place almost weekly when they are in London. And it's been another great journey so far, and we are looking forward to expand the acai all over England and all over Europe. No, acai is extremely popular in America, it's extremely popular in Australia,
Yeah.
also in South America, but in Europe it's not as popular as we want it to be.
Okay.
And that's our next task, next challenge.
And is that what? Well, sounds like you found a gap in the market.
Yeah.
Would that be the same with La Mia Mama, or is it just something you missed, or you just?
We say that nowadays hospitality business is an extremely competitive business. The amount of money involved for everybody to open any restaurant or any bar or any coffee shop or any club is for a startup and for a young or up-and-coming people who want to try to make it and become an entrepreneur is a great deal of risk. So the competition is extremely tough out there, and nowadays in 2018, where in life exists almost everything, you have to try to find what the market is really missing. And that's what there was a concept behind the Mama. We didn't want to open just another Italian restaurant. There are thousands in London. And some of them work extremely well, some of them work less well. We wanted to create a concept.
Yeah.
And we've been very lucky to actually been able to think of a concept and to then execute the concept.
Sure.
Acai, we found a gap in the market because 2 of my partners, one lived in Australia for 4 years and one lived in America, and they found out how big was acai in this part of the world and how not really big was still in Europe.
Right.
And we decided why we don't try to expand this concept here. And we opened our first little kiosk about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And now it's been already 4 in the past year and a half. So
That's great.
we just signed a new place next to Euston Station. So we're gonna have the 5th one in February.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like 2019 is going to be a very
Hopefully,
busy year for you.
every year should be every year in theory now is busy. So
There you go.
great.
It sounds like you got a great party upstairs, so I don't
Yeah.
want to keep you much longer. So
Perfect.
if people want to find out more,
they can actually go to my page, to my Instagram page, Luca Maggiora, and you will have all the links to all the venues that I run. And I'm looking forward to welcoming you in each venue I operate. And thank you so much, Chris, for everything.
thank you for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.